Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're counting down our picks for the most hilarious fails from Takeshi's castle.
The most sadistic show on television.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Running into a wall.
Oh, look at the look on his face!
This clip comes from the challenge Avalanche, which makes players run up a narrow passageway as quickly as possible while avoiding being trampled by huge polystyrene boulders.
My ridiculous replay's got to be the unsuspected suspect.
The passageway has cubby holes at the side to hide in, but sometimes Takeshi's guards hide in there, and they will push contestants out into the path of destruction. This contestant struggled before even getting onto the path. As soon as the challenge began, they ran straight into a wall, missing the path. He managed to miss the first boulder, but Takeshi's guard was there, and he couldn't overcome them. Unfortunately, they were subsequently crushed by 2 boulders in a row, the second one smashing him right on the head.
That's just ritual humiliation.
Number 9. Horse fails.
I was going to say you wouldn't want to be a jockey, but I just worked out that they're not real.
Roller Derby was described by Craig Charles as the Japanese version of the Grand National, but where every fence is Beecher's Brook. It involves 6 players, dressed up as horses and equipped with rollerblades, who are then tasked with jumping over obstacles and making it through the course.
Games at the fair. Oh!
In this failure, the contestants hilariously keep collapsing over the small fences, sometimes hitting their faces and even causing others to trip. The tiny jockeys on the back of each horse make it even more amusing, making these failures some of Takeshi's finest.
They'll be turning you into glue tomorrow.
Number 8. Boulder to the head. The Gauntlet is an obstacle course heavily inspired by video games. Contestants must run through a narrow, 2-dimensional course while dodging a multitude of obstacles, such as rocks falling from above, evil ghouls trying to push you off, and a gap you need to rope swing across. This course is so difficult, Craig Charles dubbed it the assault course that even the SAS won't do. In this fail, one American contestant arrived at the Gauntlet eager to tackle it.
He looks young and fit. Oh! Fit for nothing.
But after making it past the first 3 ghouls, he was immediately bonked on the head with a giant boulder and hilariously flopped straight into the mud.
Next plane back to Kansas.
Number 7. Statue of Liberty plus SharkMan. Every Keshi head knows the Skipping Stones challenge, or as Craig Charles likes to call it, the ultimate shin shredder. It looks simple to pull off, but in practice, it's a lot harder. Contestants must skip across stepping stones poking out of a muddy river. Difficulty comes from not just their slippiness, but also a few of these aren't secure and will collapse when stepped on. In this fail, a contestant is magnificently dressed in a Statue of Liberty costume, but an impressive outfit isn't enough to pass, as Lady Liberty takes an entertaining fall straight into the mud.
The shark is it always wants to go in the water.
A man in a shark suit then follows, but has an even worse time, falling face first straight into the mud.
Better special effects there than a lot of Japanese films.
Number 6. 4 boulders to the face. Our next entry is another fail from the Avalanche challenge, but this time the contestant makes it onto the passageway without taking an injury.
That's right, make a dash for it now. Oh, you haven't got a chance, mate. Yes, you have. Good swerve.
This didn't last the remainder of the challenge, however. After skillfully dodging the first 2 boulders, a third one smashes him straight in the face, thrown by one of Takeshi's henchmen. This causes him to lose his flow, and he gets steamrolled by another boulder plummeting towards him.
That's not fair. Ow!
His misfortune doesn't end there, as the henchman hurls another directly at his face while he's crawled up on the floor in pain. The whistle blows, but it can't stop one more boulder from flattening him further.
Total abuse.
Number 5. Broken fake door. Knock Knock requires contestants to throw their bodies into a wall, with 4 rows of walls each containing 4 separate doors. 3 of these are fake and they can only pass through one, made of thin paper. They're required to run full speed at any door they choose, causing it to either break or the contestant to bounce off. In one priceless attempt, a contestant chose the wrong door and was bounced backwards straight into the floor.
It's the wrong door, but he's made it through.
Fortunately for them, they'd impressively hit it with enough speed to break through and open a hole to the other side.
Is this one mad?
deserves to go through.
They technically shouldn't have gotten through, but they squeezed through anyway and kept going regardless.
After that initial battering, you've got to hand it to the fella, though. There's no messing with him.
Number 4. Surfboard Break.
Over the obstacles and through the fish's mouth.
Our next entry involves the wacky challenge Fish Food, where challengers are required to ride a board along a conveyor belt. The track is littered with obstacles, such as big sharks they need to get under and pink fish they have to jump over. Usually contestants fall off because they can't keep up or go too far ahead. In this failure, something entirely different happens. The surfboard breaks completely after tackling 2 obstacles.
He's broken the board.
The contestant is perplexed but determined to carry on. He strikes a cool pose and stands up in an attempt to ride to the end, but the board slips right out from under his feet. He then falls straight to the ground, failing the challenge.
He won't be letting his kids see this episode.
Number 3. Vegetables on the doors.
It's the revenge of the killer tomatoes.
Returning to Knock Knock, we have 2 contestants dressed in stunning red and orange vegetable costumes, which Craig believes could be tomatoes or parsnips. The pair are so lively they are constantly screaming and manage to make it through the first 2 doors without any issue. Here, the boxing beast stands in their way, towering between them and the next door. The pair stumble around frantically and in their confusion bump right into one another.
They just collided. And again.
Once their balance is regained, the pair successfully jump through the next door in the challenge, stumbling over each other once again. Finally, they repeat the process and crash through the final door successfully. Amazingly, they didn't fail the challenge, but were falling over each other the entire time.
Come on. Yes.
Number 2. Gauntlet Fall.
It's like the Temple of Doom out there.
Back to the gauntlet once again. This failure was very close to being a huge success. This contestant began running at incredible speeds and started to plow through the obstacle course. They dodged the ghouls, missed the boulder, leaped across rotating beams, and trampolined across a gap.
It looks like he's getting close.
Right at the end, when victory was in sight, the ghouls managed to knock him straight to the ground by rolling a big green ball onto him.
In the end, he just has a drink.
To add insult to injury, one of Takeshi's cavemen then scooped him up and slammed him into a puddle. Watching along, you can almost feel the contestant's pain. Number 1. Bridge Ball Fail. Bridge Ball, also called the Millennium Bridge by Craig Charles, has contestants attempt to cross a wobbly rope bridge while carrying a golden volleyball.
That was like a punch from a heavyweight boxer.
Extra difficulty is added from Takeshi's henchmen, who repeatedly shoot black volleyballs at them, making it extremely difficult to stay on. In this clip, the henchman immediately hit the contestant in the face with a cannonball.
Oh, and again he goes.
In an impressive display, they managed to hang on to the bridge and scramble back up, then grab another golden ball. Once more, the contestant stumbles, and after hanging for a moment, they regain their balance, get hit by another cannonball, and then fall to the net below.
He's gone now, though.
Even though they failed the challenge, they succeeded at giving us a remarkable display of upper body strength. Were there any side-splitting fails and falls we missed in our ranking? Head on over to the comments section and let us know.
We have got a winner on Takeshi's Castle Hole, the front page.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.